Hello, welcome to Learning Curve Acres. So I was tagged in a 12 question challenge that's going around right now. And I was tagged by Little Homestead by the Beach. And so, pardon me, there's 12 questions, obviously, if it's a 12 question challenge. And then I get to tag 3 people. So question number 1 is, what are your top 2 favorite ice cream flavors? So for me, it's not the usual. My favorite is Dark Cherry by Chapman's. It's absolutely delicious. I love it. And then in the wintertime, we always get one container of the Candy Cane with Dark Chocolate by PC. And, once that's done, it's done. But other than that, I don't eat a whole lot of ice cream because it gets my throat going and it's not good because then I start coughing and choking. 2, what is your favorite flower? I don't have a favorite flower. If it blooms and it smells good, I like it. If the pollinators like it, I like it. I generally prefer softer pinks, yellows, the bluey purples. But since moving to the homestead, we've gotten a lot of, there's a lot of wild Rudbeckia out everywhere. So I find I love my black-eyed Susies. I've got them going. I've got some calendula going. So I'm diversifying my color palette. If you could have any animal as a pet and cost was not a factor, what would it be? If I could have anything without cost being an issue, it would be 2 mini donkeys. I have always loved donkeys. I think they're adorable. Growing up, my favorite Winnie the Pooh character was always Eeyore. So yeah, definitely mini donkeys. Only because the big ones are just a little too much work, I think. Number 4, what is your favorite dish to make for company? Okay, so when it was easy to find the seafood medley at the store, we used to make a seafood chowder and we'd make homemade tea biscuits. Of course, I almost killed someone doing that because they were not aware that they were allergic to seafood because it had been so long since they'd had anything. And I'd been talking to her the week before she was coming, and she traveled a lot. So a lot of people always said, oh, well, we'll make her a homemade baked meal. So usually she was eating like roasted chicken, roasted meats like that. And she's like, I'd really like seafood. She goes, because I gave her her choice of a few things. Turned out she had developed an allergy. So she went directly from our house to the hospital. So because of that and the fact that getting quality seafood is hard to get nowadays, especially out here, we don't do that. So now if you come for dinner, it's either going to be barbecue or possibly rabbit done in like a creamy mushroom sauce with either rice and noodles and some baked squash and onions and stuff. So just a home cooking. I don't do fancy stuff for anyone, not even for me. Okay. What is your favorite all-time movie, and does it say and why? Yeah, and why? I don't have a favorite movie. I don't have a favorite anything really. Very, very few. Anyway, so but I love Phantom of the Opera. I love the Thin Man series of movies. The conversations in there, the one-liners are amazing. And I like the Anne of Green Gables movies and George and the Dragon. I believe it was one of Patrick Swayze's very last movies that he did. But yeah, it's cute. It's good. It's clean. You can let your kids watch it. Actually, it is my kids' movie. So, yeah. What is your favorite book or book series? Okay, again, don't have favorites. Obviously, the Anne of Green Gables books. And as I read them again when I got older, some of the ones where Anne Shirley is, older and a mother herself when I read them after I'd had children, I saw them in a whole new light. It was a whole different thing, and I appreciated some of the writing more. I love the book Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. And of course, anything by Elizabeth Chadwick. She's amazing. Great historical fiction is what they call it. And then, of course, I love all my research books, my, on gardening, on herbals, on my animals. All those books I love and I go to regularly. Okay. What is your favorite fictional character and why? So, obviously, I've said Anne Shirley. I love Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. And I love Claire Fraser. Reason being, all three are very intelligent characters. They are, they're not afraid to stand up for what's right. They're not, they're very pioneering women in many ways, especially with Anne Shirley towards the end in some of the later books. They were women who knew what they wanted. They went after it, but also they're all very caring and very kind and compassionate people. So that's why I like them. Okay, number 8. What is your favorite thing to grow in your garden? I'm going to say tomatoes and squash just because they never disappoint me. Always get a great harvest, and they're always, they always do well. Number 9. Most of us have done a seed inventory at this point. What seed do you still want to buy? I would say kohlrabi, but I bought that the day that Angie and Mike and Jay and I met up. I was coming out of the home hardware there, and I had more seed packets in my hand. And so one of the things I found there was kohlrabi, so I picked it up. I'm going to give it a try. I've never grown it before. Number 10, what are your top 3 activities that you look forward to every year? Seed starting. I love seed starting. Harvesting. Oh yeah, planting my plants into the ground I love to do. And then 2 that equal out for take third place equally are the harvesting of vegetables, but also sitting out under the oaks in the summertime in the breeze with a glass of white wine, and Jason and I just chatting about the day and what's going on and our dreams for the property. What is your favorite hot beverage in the winter? My afternoon tea, because it's usually made out of different herbals and flowers that I have picked from my garden. Right now, because Jason and I had COVID back in January, right now a lot of our teas are made with echinacea and mullein and what else do I have in there in some of these teas? Oh yeah, oregano and thyme and rosemary and some sage, because they're all very high antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, immune boosting, lung supporting teas. So I do a lot of that. I also put in bergamot and lemon balm and mint, of course. So that's that. If you woke up and there was snow on the ground, what would your preferred activity be to do? So first couple of snows, I'm out there usually with my camera taking pictures and just enjoying the beauty of it. This time of year, if it's snowing again, after the chores are done, I prefer to be inside close to the fire. So I'm not an overly big winter activity person. I used to be. I used to figure skate when I was young, but not anymore. All right, so now to tag 3 other homesteads. So I'm going to tag How to Grow a Garden, or How to Homestead with Scarlett Damon, pardon me, Troll Forge / Troll Farm, and Start from Seed Homestead. So we'll see which of these, if they choose to continue with this 12-question challenge and keep it going. All right, well, I hope everyone's doing well. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.